After the previous lessons, I hope you already understand the scheme for creating a new tag family. In this one, I will show you how to create room tags by introducing some variations, so we will learn something new. I choose File, New, Family, Annotations, and just for the rooms, there is room tag template. I choose Open and start by selecting Label from Create tab. I click at any point, select the room number, name, area, and the floor finish. I change the style, and from such values that we could edit is, for example, width factor. If we want this font to be narrower, I simply enter value smaller than 1, and then this font becomes smaller. I would like to create such a cross, so for those parameters I would like to align them to the left. Notice that while moving these labels, a line appears, dashed lines appears, suggesting that one text is exactly below the other. So I also pay attention to this aspect when positioning these objects. Both horizontally and vertically, these lines appears. Now I will draw some lines. Here two lines have some subcategories, although this list is very short and consists only of one style, in addition to the style of invisible lines. And I draw. Let's see, in editing the text style, we also have the show border option. If we are dealing with a simple label, we can activate show border option, and then such rectangles will appear around each of these labels separately. And then this offset makes sense. Decreasing this value makes this border more adherent to the text. In this case, 1 mm looks much better. I don't need such frame. I click apply. And in principle, I could already test such a family in the project. Testing is an important part. Only in the project we can evaluate how this label will actually look like. I select a new project. If we want to change something in the label, we simply select it, go back to Edit Family, and for example, I will change the alignment for those two labels to the right. I load again, override, and we can leave it as it is for now. I will show you how we can create a variation of this label using visibility parameters. Each label has visibility properties that we can parameterize. And so I can, in the same place, copy such label, Ctrl+C, over this button and paste in the same place. I go into edit of this description, and instead of floor finish, which I will remove from this table, I will add wall finish. So you see at this point I have two labels superimposed on each other. I parameterize their visibility. I click on small rectangle. I give it a name. There are no instances parameter, despite the fact that we seemingly have such option here. It must be parameter of type. If I change it to instance, it will not appear in the project. Well, unfortunately, that is the case. I don't know why. Now, with the tab, I find floor finish, and I do analogous thing. Both of these objects have a default visibility value, so you have to create two types that are mutually exclusive, as for visibility, of course. So I enter, for example, new type, based on the floor finish visibility. Then I uncheck the visibility of the wall finish, and the other type will be based on wall finish, and of course the floor finish should be invisible. Let's see how it looks like in the project. Overwrite, and then I can select tag here, and selecting from the list type I can choose between those two types that I created. The wall finish is not filed at the moment, but I can just jump between these two options. Let's see that the area of the room is shown according to the project settings by default, as with the case of window label that we discussed in the previous lesson. And area here we have 0 decimal places in the project settings and showing a symbol. If the symbol was gone here, it will not appear here. If we wanted to ensure that in the tag family symbol will be shown, we would have to go back to this. Here I enter this value. We see that this format window looks identical to the one we just used in the project. I can add, for example, 1 decimal place. This way, this area will be more accurate.